Next is the main guitar solo, which starts with section 9. So it's the 13th fret of the B string, bend up a whole tone, bit of vibrato. 13th fret again, but this time a quarter tone bend. Then the 10th fret of the top E string, 10th fret of the B. I kind of rake across the strings to the 8th fret of the B string, then the 6th fret of the B string, 7th fret of the G, then 5th fret of the G, up to the 7th. Kind of grace note slide from the 6th fret to the 5th fret of the D string, 4th fret, then the 5th fret of the A string. Now staccato run starting with the open 5th string, 5th fret on that 5th string, 2nd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the D, then the 5th fret on the D. I'll just recap that. Section 10. Okay, we've got quite a nasty bend here on the 5th fret of the D string. I'm choosing to pull this down. It seems to come out cleaner that way. So you bend down a whole tone, hold it, and then pull up a further semitone, then back to the original note, which is repicked. Okay. Now we have staccato hits on 3 and 2 of that string. Then a grace note hammer on from 2 to 3. Hit those two notes separately. A grace note hammer on from 3 to 5 of the D string. Then those two notes picked again. Now I'm sliding from 5 to 7 on the D string. I'm using the same finger by flattening it to go over to the 7th fret of the G string, 5th fret of the D, 6th, then one of those triple trill things, 5, 6, 5, 7th fret of the G, 5th fret of the B, nearly lost it there, 6th fret of the B. Section 11. Start on the 8th fret of the B string, bend up a whole step. 8th fret with no bend, staccato hit, same again on the 6th fret. Then 8th fret on the B string, this time hold it. And slide that downwards. Now up to the 13th fret of the B string. Another triple trill type thing between 10, 13 and 10. Then 12 on the G. Another one of those trills between 10 and 12 on the G string. Down to the 9th on the G. 12 on the D. 9 on the G. 10 on the G. Jump over now to the 12th fret of the top E string. Another trill between 10 and 12, 10, 12, 10. 13 on the B. 10, 12 and 13 on the top E. Then that happens again. And we're ready to move on to section 12. Fifteenth fret on the top E, bend up a whole step. And then hold that bend, push it up a further semitone, not easy at first, and release. And re-pick once you've released. Skip positions to the 18th fret of the B string, followed by the 17th. Back to the 18th. Another trill between 17 and 18, that's 17, 18, 17. Then the 19th fret of the G. Now these notes are all staccato. It's 17 on the B, then 18, 20, 17 on the top E, 20 on the top E, and a bend up a whole tone on that same note. Section 13. We're starting on the 20th fret of the top E string, 2 bends up a whole step, then a straight hit of that note with no bend. Quite a pronounced trill there between 18 and 20, so that's 18, 20, 18. Then 17, 20 on the B string, slide that down. Now we have 15 on the B, 15 on the top E, 17 on the same string, bend up a whole step, repick without the bend, trill between 15, 17, 15, then 18 on the B. Skip positions because it makes the rest of the run easier. Trill between 10, 13 and 10 on the top E, 13 on the B, 11 on the B, then 13 on the B, bend up a whole tone and release. Then 11 on the B string, sliding down to 10. G12, pull off to 10. You can slide that down to 9. So recap that with a clearer sound. 12 on the D. G9. And it's quite nice to slide up to the 10. It makes it easier then to go over to the 10th fret of the B string, hammer on to 13, and the final note of that section is G on the 12th fret, bent up a whole step. Section 14. So we have the 14th fret of the G string, 15th on the B, 13th on the top E, another one of these triple things between 12, 13 and 12 of the top E string, 15 on the B, 12 on the top E, 13 on the top E, and 15 bent up a whole step again on the top E. Hold that with no vibrato, then do another one with, but gradually release the bend with the vibrato. Tricky at first, but this is how it goes. Then down to 13 on that string, and 15 on the B string.